On the 25th of November 2025, Chinese President Xi Jinping officially welcomed King Tupou VI of Tonga to Beijing in a significant diplomatic ceremony at the Great Hall of the People. This formal event marked the continuation of the growing ties between China and Tonga, a relationship underscored by mutual cooperation on multiple fronts, including diplomatic, economic and cultural exchanges. The welcoming ceremony began promptly with a solemn procession. Both President Xi and King Tupou VI emerged onto the podium, where they were greeted with full Honour Guard honours. The ceremony was marked by the traditional playing of the national anthems of both China and Tonga, symbolising the respect and formal recognition between the two nations. As the ceremony progressed, President Xi and King Tupou VI were seen walking together on the podium, an image of camaraderie and partnership. This moment was captured in a series of shots that highlighted the solemnity of the occasion. Honour Guards stood at attention, their disciplined formations emphasising the importance of the event. The two leaders then proceeded to inspect the Honour Guard, walking side by side as they conducted this traditional military ritual. The ceremonial inspection of the Guard serves as both a gesture of respect and a formal acknowledgement of the bilateral relationship. Following the inspection, the leaders proceeded to a section where they were seen greeting children, a moment captured in a wide shot that emphasised the warm and cordial atmosphere of the gathering. The presence of children at the ceremony was a poignant reminder of the enduring importance of fostering international goodwill across generations. The flags of both China and Tonga were prominently displayed throughout the ceremony. The national flags, carefully arranged in the background, underscored the significance of the bilateral relationship between the two countries. Their display also symbolised the importance of national sovereignty and the shared values that underpin international diplomacy. Once the ceremonial portion of the event concluded, President Xi and King Tupou VI transitioned into a private meeting, signalling the start of more focused diplomatic discussions. This shift from the formal ceremony to the meeting allowed for the exchange of ideas and the signing of agreements that would have lasting impacts on both nations. During the meeting, President Xi was seen speaking with King Tupou VI, and both leaders engaged in a serious dialogue about various matters of mutual interest. While the precise details of their discussions remain confidential, it is known that China and Tonga have been collaborating on a number of initiatives, including trade, infrastructure development, and regional security. In close-up shots, President Xi was captured delivering remarks, while King Tupou VI listened attentively. This visual exchange reflected the growing respect and diplomatic rapport between the two leaders. The body language of both men indicated a deep focus on the discussions as they worked through topics that would have significant repercussions for their countries and the broader Pacific region. As the meeting continued, King Tupou VI took his turn to speak, and the camera captured him addressing President Xi. His remarks were marked by a tone of cooperation, reaffirming Tonga's commitment to strengthening its ties with China. This exchange of dialogue between the two heads of state is indicative of the trust and mutual respect that has been cultivated over the years. Following the private meeting, President Xi and King Tupou VI entered the next phase of their diplomatic visit, the signing ceremony. This formal event is one of the key components of such high-level diplomatic visits, as it solidifies the agreements and commitments made between the two parties. Both leaders were seen entering the room where the signing took place, accompanied by their respective delegations. The signing ceremony began with both President Xi and King Tupou VI standing side by side, each holding a pen as they prepared to affix their signatures to the documents before them. The solemnity of the moment was captured in wide shots that showcased the officials and dignitaries present, all of whom were keenly observing the proceedings. The atmosphere was one of formal importance, and the exchange of documents between the two leaders was a clear indication of the tangible outcomes from their discussions. As the signing ceremony unfolded, close-up shots captured the moment of the document exchange. President Xi and King Tupou VI were seen handing over the signed papers, symbolising a concrete commitment to the agreements that had been reached. The physical exchange of documents is often a symbolic gesture, but in this case, it also represented a deeper collaboration between China and Tonga, particularly in areas like trade, infrastructure development, and diplomatic cooperation. Once the documents had been exchanged, President Xi and King Tupou VI shared a handshake, marking the official conclusion of the signing ceremony. This handshake was not just a formality, it was a gesture of mutual respect and a reaffirmation of the partnership between China and Tonga. In diplomatic circles, such handshakes are often seen as symbols of trust and a shared commitment to working together for the benefit of both nations. The signing ceremony was followed by a moment of reflection as the two leaders briefly paused to acknowledge the significance of their discussions and the agreements that had been reached. This moment was captured in medium shots where both leaders were seen quietly conversing with their aides. The ceremonial nature of the event was not lost on anyone present, as it highlighted the importance of this diplomatic engagement. Following the ceremony, the two leaders participated in a few final exchanges, including brief conversations with their delegations and a final handshake before parting ways. President Xi and King Tupou VI left the venue together, signalling the end of the official portion of the visit. However, the significance of the agreements and the strengthened ties between China and Tonga will continue to resonate in the coming months and years. The diplomatic visit by King Tupou VI to China represents a critical moment in the relationship between the two nations. The growing partnership between China and Tonga reflects a broader trend in Chinese foreign policy, particularly its efforts to strengthen ties with Pacific Island nations. Tonga, for its part, has found in China a reliable partner for its economic and infrastructure needs. The two nations have shared interests in regional security, economic development and cultural exchange, and this visit has paved the way for deeper cooperation moving forward. One of the key outcomes of this diplomatic visit is the potential for increased economic collaboration between China and Tonga. Both nations have expressed interest in expanding trade, particularly in areas like agriculture, infrastructure and tourism. Tonga, with its strategic location in the South Pacific, offers China access to new markets and trade routes, while China's growing economic power presents significant opportunities for Tonga to modernize its infrastructure and boost its economic development. This visit also reflects the ongoing shift in international diplomacy, with smaller nations like Tonga seeking to align themselves with major powers like China. Tonga, like many Pacific Island nations, has faced challenges related to climate change, economic development and regional security. By strengthening its ties with China, Tonga is positioning itself to better address these challenges in the years to come. For China, this visit is another step in its broader strategy of expanding its influence in the Pacific region. China has long sought to increase its presence in the South Pacific, and the partnership with Tonga serves as a model for future engagements with other Pacific Island nations. In recent years, China has signed numerous agreements with Pacific Island countries, including those focused on infrastructure development, climate change mitigation and trade. This growing diplomatic presence in the Pacific is part of China's broader Belt and Road Initiative, which seeks to expand China's influence through infrastructure investments and development projects across the globe. For Tonga, joining the Belt and Road Initiative presents an opportunity for much-needed infrastructure development, particularly in areas like transportation, energy and telecommunications. At the conclusion of this diplomatic visit, both President Xi and King Tupou VI expressed their satisfaction with the outcomes of the discussions and reaffirmed their commitment to continued cooperation. In the coming weeks, the official delegations will likely engage in further talks to finalise the details of the agreements reached during the visit. These discussions will focus on the implementation of key projects and initiatives aimed at strengthening the economic and diplomatic ties between China and Tonga. The visit of King Tupou VI to China is a reminder of the importance of diplomacy in today's globalised world. As nations around the world face complex challenges ranging from economic development and climate change to security and regional stability, engagements like this one are critical in fostering cooperation and finding solutions to these pressing issues. Looking ahead, the partnership between China and Tonga will likely continue to evolve. Both nations have expressed a desire to deepen their collaboration across multiple sectors, and the agreements reached during this visit will likely serve as the foundation for future cooperation. As China continues to expand its presence in the Pacific region, Tonga will remain an important partner in China's efforts to build stronger ties with island nations. In closing, the diplomatic visit by King Tupou VI to China represents a significant step forward in the relationship between the two nations. The exchange of documents, the signing ceremony, and the productive discussions all underscore the importance of strong, collaborative partnerships in today's interconnected world. The visit serves as a reminder of the power of diplomacy to shape the future of global relations and address the challenges of our time.